Hey folks, welcome back to another Palm Master video, and today let's talk a bit about, some potential kits these units could have, right? Well, more than what they could have, it's more so what I want them to have, okay? Let's be real here. Because there's no real way of knowing. I guess there are some certain things that we can maybe infer, right? For example, well, what stuff do we already have in the game? What stuff do we need, maybe, right? Which is also what, it's the same thing as what I would want, right? So, anyways, from what we already know, first of all, Ash Pikachu is a striker. They're gonna have a buddy move. They're gonna have a thunder with fuel economy, right? He's gonna have 2 trainer moves. As for what those trainer moves do exactly, we don't really know, but he is going to be a striker, so probably one of them is going to be buffing his offensive stats, right? The other one, not 100% sure what that is for, but we'll see, right? We'll see. So, not too much else to talk about this Pikachu for the moment, so let's talk about these other two. So, first of all, if you look at Cynthia obviously having Mega Lucario, and then Red having Pikachu, some people do wonder, well, is this Pikachu going to G-Max? Because that could be an interesting prospect, so you could have, like, the anniversary with, like, 1 Mega, 1 G-Max, and presumably Ash's Pikachu's, like, sync move is going to be something, one of the Pikachu Z moves related. That could be an interesting dynamic. You got Mega Z move and, G-Max, right? Although, well, actually, I was about to say, it's Red doesn't have anything to do with D-Max. That's actually not true. Because the Kanto villain arc actually is mostly about Dynamaxing and G-Maxing and stuff, right? So it might very well be a G-Max Pikachu, which in that case, right, a lot of people say, well, he's just gonna settle extra terrain with his max move, right? Well, no, not really, because Pikachu's max move doesn't settle extra terrain. If you guys do remember, Pikachu's G-Max move is G-Max Volt Crash, right? Which doesn't settle extra terrain, it just paralyzes the opponents. Which is not, a bad thing, especially if, for example, if the Ash's Pikachu has any, like, paralysis multipliers, right? Like a paralysis synergy or whatever, right? Shock, whatever that was called again. What was that? I keep on forgetting what that passive name is called. The paralysis synergy, except for for sync moves, right? What the hell was it called again? Anyways, whatever. So yeah, that could be a real possibility if they're trying to make those two work together. Those two obviously don't have to work together, but it's definitely a possibility over there, right? I'm gonna find out what that pass was called. Okay, static shock. There we go. But yeah. And this would make the chance of the Red Pikachu be a tech a bit higher. In my ideal, I would say it will probably be best for this Red Pikachu to be a support, right? So it's a support electric terrain setter, because, I mean, you guys see how powerful these support weather setters are. If we could get into support terrain setter territory, that would be pretty freaking, powerful, right? But again, if he's gonna be like a unit that's based on like paralyzing the opponents, then maybe not, right? Maybe he's gonna be more of a tech unit, which would also not be bad, right? Would not be bad at all. Again, depending on how they do them. But then again, it's just okay, it's a tech terrain setter again, which is fine. But as long as it's as long as they make it different from Volkner, right? So we could have a reason to use him over Volkner, or Volkner over him for different situations. The big thing with Volkner is he paralyzes, which looks like he's going to do as well, right? But, more so Volkner does tank relatively well, right? Relatively well, not crazy good, but Volkner could tank, so maybe for this Red Pikachu, instead of tanking, it could be good at doing damage, right? Because that's one thing that Volkner's not really good at doing. You could damage if you want with him, but if you're trying to damage with that Volkner, you're not tanking because you take recoil damage, right? So, I would say it probably looks like it's going to be attack, hopefully electric terrain setter, because that's the big thing, right? You want electric terrain, because so far the 3 electric terrain setters in the game, one is a bit outdated. He's not like completely outdated or bad, but like if you compare him to like if you compare like Volkner, right, to something like a Bianca or Annie May, those are just straight up much better, right? Overall, so hopefully we do get Electronic Setter, and obviously the other two are not very reliable. But yeah, it's probably not gonna sell Electric Terrain with the max move if it's gonna, you know, max move at all, right? Because it's paralyzed, so it's probably gonna be some paralysis based tech unit, I would assume, probably with his own sync nuke over there. Might be physical. I mean, hopefully he has like Vault Tackle, because like if neither of these two Pikachus have Vault Tackle, that'd be slightly lame, I think. But we'll see, right? And if it does have Vault Tackle, hopefully it has like the Raihan thing, right? Where basically like you don't have to worry about the recoil thing at all, because it does, you know, it does hit you with a decent amount of recoil. So that's what we have for red, because you want these two to work together, right? You want these two to work together. Like, think about it, man. Two Kanto Master Fairs, both being electric type, both being the same Pokemon, but both being electric type. We haven't really seen this before, right? I haven't really seen this before, where like the Master Fairs like of the same region, so you could stack Master Passives, and then they turn out to, you know, work together super well. I mean, there are obviously Master Fairs that work relatively well with each other, right? I mean, you got S's Luzamine and Annie Lily are okay together, not the best, but like for example, Chris and S's Chris and Lugia, right? They work very well together. S's Lyra with like anyone, honestly, but more so S's Chris and Lugia. But like we haven't really seen like two of the same types that have potential to set terrain for the other, right, or vice versa. Like have them work like imagine if they work together like as well as like Marnie and Kimono Grimsley, but both are Master Fairs, so you get the extra Master Passive, you know, bonus, or something like SC Ingo and Emmett, and then like just how well they work together. Except boom, now you have Master Pair of passives to further increase both of their damage and also damage reduction if somehow red turns out to be like a tank again, which would be a bit lame, but you know, anyways. So now about Cynthia. A lot of people are saying, can we have a steel type Cynthia this time just to make it a bit different from the Karina, from the Karina Lucario, right? I sort of disagree. I do feel like fighting would be a bit better, mostly for a few reasons. First of all, fighting, we would have a chance to get Fighting Zone, which would be pretty nice, right? Would be pretty nice to get Fighting Zone out there, but also fighting types are just much weaker at the moment, right? I mean, like steel types are good. Steel types are like steel types, as long as you have like Valentine's Marnie, right? Steel types are eating right now. Steel types are very powerful. Fighting types are among the worst types in the game, right? It's like Poison, Fairy, Ice, Fighting. Those are probably, you know, among the weakest types in the game, not kind of like real types, so not like normal or whatever, right? So, yeah, fighting types are really down bad right now, but if we do get a Fighting Zone, you know, hopefully that synergizes very well with SC Diantha. That could be something massive. That could definitely be something massive. I mean, if you look at, let's actually look at Sinnoh units that she could potentially run with, right? That are not, you know, also named like Cynthia. Let's see. Sinnoh units. Alright, let's just see if there are any good fighting or steel types. So there's none. There's like one steel type, and it's Thornton, and he's trash. So yeah. Is she gonna work well with any of her own teammates over here from Sinnoh? Whether she's fighting or steel, probably not, right? It'll just have to be with like supports. People do wonder, do we maybe want a special, you know, fighting Lucario this time with like Aura Sphere or whatever? As cool as Aura Sphere is, and you know, it's Lucario's signature move. Aura Sphere sucks in this game. Do keep in mind, Aura Sphere is not very powerful, of a move. But if you guys do remember Seabold, obviously having Aura Sphere, it's a 2-gauge move, never misses, so it's overall, you know, BP is relatively low. Does that mean it's impossible for them to make Aura Sphere good? No, it's not impossible. They could just always give you like hit the gas 5 and then give you, I don't know, something stupid like crit strike 9 or some like insane multiplier, which makes a 2-gauge move actually good. So it's not impossible to make Aura Sphere powerful, but it's just much more complicated to do so in comparison to just slap on like a stronger like 3-gauge move like close combat or a focus blast or whatever, right? Does Lucario have focus blast? Probably, right? Let's see. Do we have at all? No. Oh, he has Meteor Mash? Oh, well, I mean, not that Meteor Mash is good in this game either, but let's see. Close combat, yeah, we know about that one. No? He's not at Focus Blast? No way, right? Drain Punch. Oh, Drain Punch could be a fun one, because Drain Punch is actually decent in this game, right? Alistair has it. I mean, it's not, like, BP-wise, it's not great for, like, BP-wise, it's not, like, fantastic for a 3-gauge move, but, I mean, it could be, like, a fun... If we make her like a tech, like fighting zone unit, oh yeah, that would be really, really fun, wouldn't it? Because I mean, it's still a 3-gauge move, right? And then they make her like a pseudo, like she's a tech that sets you fighting zone that could do damage, but also tank, right? That could actually be really, really nice. That could be something fun, right? Yeah, I think that could be fun. So yeah, like a Drain Punch Lucario that could tank and do damage and nuke and set fighting zone. I mean, it's a Master Fair passive. Like it's a Master Fair unit, right? You would also have the Master Fair, passive damage reduction as well, right? You got damage reduction, you got heals. Hopefully, maybe some defense buffs. Maybe close combat with downside up. Oh, that's gonna be so fun. That's gonna be so fun. Oh, this is what I want. This is exactly what I want. Fighting zone setter with some decent defensive stats. Close combat with downside up, and then Drain Punch. Oh, that's so fun. That is so fun. Tell me that's not fun. Tell me that's not a fun idea, all right? As cool as whatever you guys else think it would be with, like, different... Oh, it does have focus plus. Like, let's get a special Cynthia. Let's get a Steel-type Cynthia. Let's get a special Lucario, Steel-type Lucario to differentiate it from Karina. No, let's do physical Lucario again, but this time good and not like trash, okay? Let's just get a good physical Lucario in here. Close combat, downside up, so our defense debuffs turn into defense buffs. Drain Punch to heal, solid defensive stats, can nuke, can do damage, set fighting zone. Oh, please, give us some good gauge. Oh, that's so good. So good. They should totally take my idea. Hire me, you Sasuke. Anyways, no, wouldn't that be nice? Come on, you can't say it's bad, right? Okay. Jokes aside, well, no, not that it's a joke. It's a serious suggestion for what could happen, but that's nice, isn't it? That would be a cool idea. But yeah, here's the thing for people saying, oh, let's give it Steel type or whatever, right? And then some other people say, no, don't give it Steel type because then Riley needs to be the Steel Lucario. Whatever Cynthia is does not affect what is going to happen with Riley. Riley's going to get Lucario. Riley will get Lucario. Please stop freaking out, okay? He's going to get Lucario. When or if he ever comes in the game. And it's probably going to be Steel type. Probably going to be a Steel type Lucario that Riley gets. Right? So yeah, whatever happened to Cynthia does not... I don't get why people always just have this mentality of if some unit gets into the game or if some unit gets this thing, that means this other unit that I also want is not gonna get... No, what? It doesn't affect, like, we've had multiple versions of the same character come into the game, right? We've had new characters keep on coming into the game. We've had characters with the same Pokemon. We've had characters with the same Pokemon with different sets, with similar sets. We've had characters with the same Pokemon with different forms, shiny or whatever, right? Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Riley's gonna be in the game. He's gonna have Lucario. Okay, calm down. Anyways, yeah, that's just some of my suggestions in terms of like what could potentially happen with these units. We'll see soon. Hopefully, we'll see soon in terms of their kits. Also, I really do like this outfit. Yeah. So I think someone mentioned to me that maybe they did this like outfit for Red, just cause like it's like you know, more black and white, just to call back to like the original GBA games, or not GBA, Game Boy games, right? That was even before Game Boy Color. Wow, that was a while ago. Anyways, if that was their intention, that would be neat. But anyways, that's me in this one, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed. Guys, think in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think in terms of their kits, what they should be, as well. So have fun, folks. And yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see you guys in the next one then.